Good morning, children. Today we will start with Fundamental Rights Part 2. In previous chapter, we studied the rights of liberty, equality, and the right against exploitation. In this chapter, we shall also learn about the rights to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and we shall also get acquainted with the judicial protection available for the fundamental rights. So, in the first slide, you can see right to freedom of religion. According to it, each Indian citizen is free to practice any religion, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, and to establish institutions for religious reasons. But in order to broaden the scope of the right to freedom of religion, two things are not permitted. Let us see that. State cannot impose religious taxes that might be used to encourage a particular religion, and religious education cannot be made compulsory in educational institutions. Now, let us move on to the cultural and educational rights. We can see that there is a great diversity of festivals, food, and ways of life in our country, that is in India, isn't it? So, in this, we can start and run our or establish institutions of our choice to conserve our culture, language, or script. So, we have right to promote or preserve our culture. And according to this right, people are not only free to preserve their own language, script, or literature, but also make efforts towards their promotion. Now, the third one is right to constitutional remedies. Children, it is the remedy or a solution to the people when any of our rights is violated. Violated means what? Ullangan, break, or to harm others. We can go to court to take help in such case. We can directly approach the Supreme Court or High Court of our Maharashtra state. The court definitely considers our complaint, investigate, and convinced that rights have indeed been infringed upon, and justice would be given by the court judgment, or they give us proper decision if you go to directly Supreme Court or High Court. Children, here writs as constitutional remedies is given on page number 81. Let us see in details what is given here. Writs means remedy or solution. So courts have powers to issue various kinds of writs, remedies or solution to protect the rights of the citizens. What are the rights of the citizen? The fundamental rights of the citizen. To protect our fundamental rights, courts have powers. What kind of powers? Let us see. The first is habeas corpus. Habeas corpus means you shall have the body, to give a chance to the criminal to hear the charges put on him. You know, children, many times it happens that the person is kept in the jail or behind the bar without knowing about what he has done wrong. And in such case, this habeas corpus gives us power to protect our right. It means you can apply for a writ of habeas corpus. Understood? So here you can write in the textbook habeas corpus means, write in the textbook, habeas corpus means You shall have the body. Let us move on to the mandamus. Mandamus means you can write again. We command an official order from a court of law stating that a person or any organization must do a particular thing. If any court, corporation, or any public authority has to do a public duty but fails to do so, an order from the Supreme Court or High Court is issued to such inferior government or a person with the help of mandamus. Understood? Then let's move on to the third, that is prohibition. Prohibition means what? To stay order. Means these are the orders issued to a lower court to stop the action against the criminal. You can protect yourself before it goes to the higher court. Understood? Then the fourth one is quo warranto. Quo warranto means by what authority? Here, court can ask the public officer to vacate the office if their papers or title is defective, if the papers or titles are not clear. Then the last one is certiorari. Certiorari means to be certified. To command the lower court to submit its record for the review. To whom? To the higher court. In this, it will be checked that whether the judgment given by the lower court are illegal or not. So these are the 5 writs as constitutional remedies. So this much you have learnt in fundamental rights part 2. While considering fundamental rights, we also need to remember our duties. Okay, so in the next chapter we shall study our fundamental duties which we have to fulfill. So I am also sending exercise of this lesson in PDF form. Do solve in your civics copy. Till then, see you children. Bye bye children.